Our minds tend to focus on what we don't have rather than what we want. But did you know that visualizing what we want can actually help us train our minds to manifest our deepest desires? Joseph Murphy, who wrote The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, says that our beliefs and thoughts manifest in our experiences. So how can we make our subconscious mind work for us? And how can visualizing our desires help us overcome negative thoughts? Today we'll discuss these topics based on Murphy's teachings. But first, if you're enjoying this video, please make sure to hit the red subscribe button below to join our YouTube family. Now, let's get started. The great sculptor Michelangelo once said, "I saw the angel in the marble and carved until I set him free." He was able to bring forth this creative genius from his subconscious mind to life because of his mental imagery. Similarly, visualizing our desires helps us feel like we already have them, and this activates our minds to work in our favor. That's why it's so important to visualize what we want. Let me give you an example. Imagine a woman living in the city who wants to start a new life in a small village where she can write a novel. She pictures herself sitting at a wooden desk, sipping a cup of hot coffee, and finishing the last pages of her book. She feels the warm sun shining through a big picture window and hears the soft call of a morning dove. She can even see the calm lake with its cold water from the window of her new home. She thinks about how she will enjoy kayaking on it later in the day. As she imagines all this, she feels fulfilled, content, and at peace. And as she repeats this scene in her mind, her subconscious starts to feel like it's real. You experience the same feelings and emotions as you would in reality. Repeating the same scene over and over again impresses the subconscious mind, which can lead to the resources becoming available to make it a reality. Circumstances start to work in our favor to help us achieve our goals. For example, the woman I mentioned earlier might receive a surprise phone call from an old friend who recently moved to that village, and he invites her there. The fact is, our subconscious mind can't distinguish between reality and imagination. If you imagine it, it will produce the same emotions and feelings that it will produce in reality. According to Joseph Murphy, our brain has two parts, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind produces our emotions and feelings, which affect our attitudes, behaviors, decisions, and actions in our daily lives. However, the subconscious mind lies below the conscious mind and can't distinguish between imagination and reality. It simply follows the conscious mind's directions in the form of thoughts and produces the relevant emotions or feelings. Whatever the conscious mind sends to it, it receives without arguing and considers it real. So suppose we visualize a scene in our conscious mind. In that case, our subconscious mind will accept it as real and give rise to the same emotions and feelings that it would if the situation were real. The fact is that the mind tends to support our beliefs, which in turn makes them stronger. It leads us to circumstances and situations that are favorable to our beliefs. This is natural as we tend to notice things that are important to us or that we often think about. Have you ever moved to a foreign country where nobody speaks your language? Let's say you speak English and move to China or relocate to another country where nobody speaks English. You would tend to notice and be drawn to anyone that speaks English. It's a natural process. We tend to find ourselves in situations and circumstances that align with our beliefs. Circumstances will lead you to experience your deeply held beliefs, thoughts, and feelings in reality. Whatever it is, it will manifest itself. We often surround ourselves with people who share similar beliefs, thoughts, and habits. It's natural. And just like that, what we imagine or think about frequently can become our reality. A pharmaceutical scientist and author, Dr. David Hamilton, has extensively studied the mind-body connection. In his book, It's the Thought That Counts, he explores why mind over matter really works and why the power of thoughts, feelings, and intentions are strong enough to affect our genes and bring about positive health effects. He emphasizes the importance of visualization and recommends various techniques that people use worldwide. In an article titled, "Visualization Alters the Brain and Body," he writes, "Your brain cannot tell the difference between something real and whether you are just imagining it." Dr. Hamilton points this out in his book. In fact, he cites a study conducted by Harvard University that found brain scans of people who practice a simple 5-finger piano combination, and those who merely imagined it were the same. The scientists taught a simple 5-finger combination of piano notes to a group of people, which they practiced for 2 hours a day. This was done for 5 consecutive days. Dr. Hamilton says the brain scans of those who practiced physically and those who just imagined it were the same. Using visualizations, we can create positive impressions on our subconscious mind, leading us to experience our desired circumstances in real life. What methods are considered to be the most effective? Well, here I will share with you some of the best methods recommended by self-development experts like Joseph Murphy. One popular method is to meditate on the condition you want to manifest. As Dr. Wayne Dyer, an internationally renowned author and speaker in the field of self-development, explains in his book, you should continuously contemplate yourself as being surrounded by the conditions you wish to produce. This technique involves focusing on a compelling vision that can provide the motivation you need to achieve your goals. He explained this idea with an illustration by saying the Wright brothers didn't contemplate staying on the ground of things, just as Thomas Edison didn't contemplate the darkness of things. Instead, they placed their attention and focus on a compelling vision, which provided motivation to achieve their goals. Now, this second technique involves meditating on a word or affirmation. This is a very simple technique. Here you write an affirmation, a phrase, or even a single word that expresses your desire. For example, suppose you want to become a well-known author. In that case, you can write something like, "I am an internationally recognized author." Write it on a note card and focus on it for 2 to 5 minutes in the morning. Soon, that phrase or word expressing who you want to be or what you want to get will be placed in your subconscious mind. This technique is very effective because in the morning your mind will be sharp and at its full potential, and you will be able to imagine better what you want to manifest in your life. Some experts suggest practicing this technique for 21 days. Still, according to Joseph Murphy, it also depends on your beliefs, emotions, and feelings. Strong and positive emotions can help you visualize your desire more clearly and make it a reality faster. Before we continue, get your free copy of the Law of Attraction Planner to write down your goals and affirmations in the link below. The third visualization technique is the mental movie technique. This is Joseph Murphy's famous technique, and he talks about it many times in his book. There is a famous Chinese proverb that says, "A picture is worth 1,000 words." William James, the father of American psychology, stressed the fact that the subconscious mind will bring to pass any picture held in the mind and backed by faith. Act as though I am, and I will be. In this technique, you simply create a movie of what you want. It's actually a scene that suggests what will happen when you manifest your desire, or how you will manifest it. You imagine and visualize the scenario with intense emotions as if it were occurring in real life. Suppose you can effectively create such a scene and imagine it every day for some time with emotions and feelings. In that case, life will bring you to a circumstance where it will actually happen to you. Joseph Murphy recommends using this method in the morning when you wake up and before you go to bed. The more you use this method, the more real the scenario will feel. When you begin to experience it, you will begin to live it. You will find yourself in a circumstance or condition where you will get what you want. The fourth effective visualization technique is the use of a vision board. A vision board can provide clarity and help to remember goals and dreams. Paste images, symbols, and phrases from magazines and other sources onto a bulletin board of any dimension. Think about everything you want, from a trip to Italy to finishing that long-standing project with creativity and purpose. Keep this poster somewhere where you can see it every day. Writing affirmations or phrases that inform you of your goal is a good idea. You will naturally visualize your dream whenever you gaze at it. Well, now we have discussed 4 techniques that can help you visualize your desire. Still, many people complain that visualizations don't work. Let's discuss the reasons why the techniques could potentially fail so you can avoid them from the very onset. Failure is typically caused by a lack of confidence and putting in too much effort. Throughout the entire book, Joseph Murphy repeats the phrase, "Easy does it." You only need to ask, trust, and let it go in order to receive. The process is simple. Negative suggestions and doubts, such as "things are getting worse," "I will get no answer," and "it's hopeless," can easily lead to failure if they are repeated frequently with intensity and emotion. Reject all of the negative thoughts that come into your mind about yourself or your desires, and refuse to give them any importance or attention. Neutralize the negative thoughts as soon as you become aware of them. For example, when you think, "I am dumb," immediately break the pattern and say, "I am so brilliant." If you don't believe what you are saying to yourself, it won't happen in reality. Be bold enough to claim that it is your right to be rich, and your subconscious mind will honor your claim. If you are having problems in any area of your life, it signifies that your subconscious mind is not fully sure you will always have plenty of what you want. You must first believe that you deserve everything you want and more to fulfill any of your goals. When you believe strongly that you deserve what you want, it automatically gets attracted to you. These techniques are effective, and they have helped thousands of people. You can make use of a vision board in addition to any other technique because it reminds you of your desires. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Let me know which technique works best for you down in the comment section below. If you have found this video helpful, leave a like and share it with your friends. For more videos, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon.